Well, good morning to our promoting class of 2021 and our graduating class of 2025. Alec Vargas, please join me. Hold on. Are you going to take your mask off?
Good morning and welcome to the 2021 Mountain View 8th grade promotion ceremony. At this time, would you please stand, place your right hand over your heart, and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for the playing of our national anthem. Please be seated. And now, our Mountain View Band, under the direction of Mr. Paul Coleman, will perform the Eagle Summit March.
We'll give our band students a minute to go sit down. Great work, Mr. Coleman and students. Well, once again, good morning to our 2021 promoting 8th grade students And good morning to those of you who are watching us on our YouTube site. We're sorry you're not here with us today, but so glad we can still do a ceremony in this really interesting year that we've had together since last March. As you all know, I am Jill Serrano, your very proud principal here at Mountain View, and I am so proud of each and every one of you for making it to this day, your promoting day. Give yourselves a round of applause. We are so proud of what you have accomplished here at Mountain View the last 9 years. How many of you have been here since kindergarten? Raise your hands. Wow, can you remember back to that first day at school? Some are shaking their heads and some cannot. Who would have thought last March 13th? Do you guys remember back to last March 13th? When we were just getting ready for spring break and we were pretty excited to be gone for a week. And then all of a sudden a week turned into 2 weeks. And then 3 weeks, and you were coming and picking up packets. And you were doing work at home for the next several weeks. And then some of you came back in November, right? Or in October. And you were here for about 4 weeks. You got to see people in person. And then you were back to virtual learning for another quarter. You've been through a lot this year, haven't you guys? Yeah, but guess what? You made it through and you persevered through one very interesting year that we've had together. And we really appreciate the work that you have done along with the support from your families at home. So thank you to all of you. 8th graders, you've built some foundational skills at Mountain View to ensure that each and every one of you will be successful at high school, as well as being a successful member of our society. You've heard that a few times, haven't you? Through our RISE expectations, you have learned how to be your personal best in all you do. One of our focus areas, and I told you yesterday I was going to talk to you a little bit about this, has been integrity. Okay, you think that we just say that RISE stuff every day to say it, but we don't. We expect you to remember what those RISE expectations are. Integrity. Throughout the past 4 years when we created those RISE expectations, we have weaved the characteristics of someone with solid integrity into all we've done, and we've created a base in which we hope has been an exemplar for each and every one of you. Those foundational skills have set the stage for your success in high school. Some of you know that I was a former high school hero, right? I've actually played basketball against some of you and beat you on the court, right? Where are my basketball players? I love using quotes. Ask the staff. We talk about quotes weekly in my weekly newsletter. John Wooden, one of my favorite coaches, said, "Your integrity begins with you. If you are not true to yourself, how can you be true to others?" 8th graders, be more concerned with your character than your reputation. Think about those words. Be more concerned about who you are than what others think about you. Because your character is what you really are. Again, your reputation is merely what others think you are. Integrity is forever. Integrity means doing the right thing at all times and in all circumstances, whether or not people are watching you. It takes having the courage to doing the right thing, no matter what the consequences will be. Building a reputation of integrity takes years, but it only takes a second to lose. So never, ever lose yourself to anything that would damage that integrity. Remember what you've learned here at Mountain View, 8th graders. We couldn't be more proud of all of your accomplishments, and we look forward to the many more that lie in front of you. Believe in what you will do with your lives. Dream big, 8th graders. While this promotion ceremony is the end of one chapter of your life, it's only the beginning of a wonderful, wonderful life to come. Good luck to you all. I'm proud of you and all that you've accomplished here at Mountain View, and what I've observed being with many of you for the past 4 years. You have come a long way, and you have such a bright future ahead of you. Congratulations. I promise I'm almost done. You guys know I like to talk though, right? So I want to remind you guys of a few of the accomplishments that you have led this school in the past 4 years. Did you remember that Mountain View academically grew 7 points in just 2 years? I know you were bummed last year that we didn't have AZ Merit, right? But I guarantee, had we had that test, we would have grown more because of the work that you do each and every day in these classrooms, along with the wonderful teachers that you've had. Your growth rates in reading and writing, your achievement levels have risen and exceed other schools in our very own district. Many of you are involved in service learning projects outside of what we do here at Mountain View. Many of you have even participated in our Super Saturdays. You can't forget about those. Those were fun. Many of you have participated in our PBIS system, where we learned about RISE, where you will now be successful in everything you choose to do. And then I know later on in this ceremony, we're going to recognize many of you who are involved in the many different clubs that we have on campus, as well as athletics. So be prepared for that. You've all helped us strive for excellence as a school and as a community. And we thank all of you for your accomplishments, for believing in us, and for all of your support. And that goes to the parents and guardians out there as well. As you move to the high school level, we ask all of you to spread the word of the good things going on at Mountain View, what students are achieving, and what the staff does for our students each and every day. When you're at Sunny Slope High School, continue to use those strategies and skills that you've been prepared with, and how to work and support each other in learning. Again, go back to what you've learned the last 4 years here at Mountain View. You will be successful if you continue to use what you've learned while you attended Mountain View. So I want to recognize who is up on the stage with me, and if everyone would please stand. We also have a pseudo stage over to the south here that we'll recognize as well. So to my left, Mrs. McCarthy, our assistant principal, one of our assistant principals. Stand up. Ms. Hill, our other assistant principal. Ms. Vasconcelos, our 8th grade instructional coach. Our special teachers. And we have other teachers over there as well. Thank you for joining us. Our 2 social workers over there. And finally, to my right, the people who have spent a ton of time with you, along with the specials teachers, your 8th grade teachers. Let's give them a round of applause. All right, guys, I think I've talked enough. Should we start the important part of the ceremony and get back to you guys? All right, let's do this. Mr. Brust, it is your turn.
All right, good morning, everyone. Y'all look sharp, clean up pretty good. My name is Mark Brust, and I'm a member of the 8th grade team here at Mountain View. The tradition of students reflecting on their past experiences on campus and speculating on what lies ahead is a big part of any promotion ceremony and one that resonates here at Mountain View. Today, I present 7 students who attained academic excellence during their time here at Mountain View. They will share their thoughts on things present, past, and future. They represent hope, optimism, and excitement for themselves and their generation. This morning, we will hear from Belly Zandello, Destiny Rivera and Jasmine Cervantes, and finally, Samantha Gonzalez and Jahaziel Estes. But to start us off, let's hear from 2 of our finest students, both of whom appear to be college-bound, Ashlyn Morales and Tamira Gonzalez. Garcia, excuse me. Everybody come up. Come on. Yeah, feel it on my foot. And if the rest of you could please assemble to my left.
For you, just speak into the microphone, okay? Get really close to the microphone like I did.
Hello. Wait. Hello. I am Ashlyn Morales. And I am Tamira Garcia. Before we begin talking about our experiences during our first few years at Mountain View, I would first like to say thank you to all my teachers and that I will miss you. I will miss this school very much. Since we have spent 65% of our lives here, it goes without saying that we will miss this place very much. My journey here at Mountain View began the very first time I walked into the doors of my Head Start classroom. From what I recall, Head Start was a memorable year. There was a day that I made my very first friend, Rosemary. We have remained friends to this day. I remember with great fondness my 3 teachers, Ms. Rebecca, Ms. Kelly, and Ms. Clara, and how they nurtured us but still kept us in line. When it was time for recess, we went to our little playground reserved just for us. Although I had a friend, I was often found playing in the sandbox by myself. While most of the kids were playing tag, I remember hearing their laughter and screaming, wondering what all the fuss was about. What sometimes repeats in my mind is waking up early, actually way too early, to go to my godmother's house, since that is where the bus picked me up for school. Even back then, I would fall asleep in class and my teachers would have to wake me up, something I never quite got over and sometimes do today. That time is such a distant memory now, but in my heart, I sincerely believe that it was the start of great things for all of us. But I do long for a time when a nap could be part of my day.
Before I get too reflective, I want to thank my parents because they are always there for me. I also want to thank all of the teachers who have helped me throughout the years I have been at Mountain View. I will miss this school greatly. When I first walked into my kindergarten classroom, I was terrified. I was surrounded by people I didn't know, having always been home with my parents and little brother. The moment I entered the classroom, I just stood there frozen. When I turned around and realized my mom left, I was flooded with emotions and wanted to cry, but I sucked it up because there were other kids there. I was greeted by my teacher, Miss Kelsey, who immediately comforted me and made me feel welcome. Maybe this new person could help me feel safe. The weird thing about my kindergarten year was that my teacher and I looked alike, but I am not sure if she looked like a kid or I looked like a young woman. I did manage to make some friends during my kindergarten year, people I see here today. We have been like family for a long time. I remember getting in trouble often during my kindergarten year, which ended up being a great way to learn about colors. I would get sent to one of three areas: green, yellow, or red. Well, the green area meant we were being good. The red area meant we were being bad. The yellow area in between meant that we were on the border between good and bad. I was sometimes put in the yellow area and would stay there for the rest of the day. I'm sure there was a lesson there somewhere, but at 6 years old, who knew?
So after kindergarten graduation, we finally made it to number grades. What stands out to me the most about first grade is that we had many substitutes because our teacher, Mrs. Fox, went on maternity leave shortly after the year started. We finally settled down with a wonderful teacher, Miss Perry Derry. I would like to believe that I had a good relationship with her. One of the memorable things that we did in first grade was an experiment taking care of caterpillars who grow into butterflies. We monitored and cared for them, and after they were fully grown, we released them. I remember how excited everyone was, though some were sad to let their little friends go. In first grade, I was named Student of the Month. I was very happy, but also surprised. Since I wasn't very good in school, it was a moment that gave me hope, teaching me that if I kept trying and working hard, I could accomplish many things. A not too long ago memory that happened was in 5th grade. I enrolled in an activity called Girls on the Run. One day, when we were training, Miss Perry Derry told me that she was going to be moving schools. I am glad that I was able to have her as a teacher.
I don't remember much about my 2nd grade year, but I do remember my teacher, Miss Markham, being pregnant for most of the school year, and that the baby's gender was a girl. I also remember having another teacher who taught us about reading and writing. I remember learning more about the parts of speech in that class. I also remember getting a pouch of cool school supplies and there being a parrot logo on it. The image reminded me of Toucan Sam from the Fruit Loop cereal. One day, in the middle of reading class, my tooth fell out. I was shocked, but at the end of it all, I got a necklace that had a little storage capsule to put my tooth in. It seemed to me that everything was changing with me and my friends. We liked different things, we made new friends. Some kids got into sports, some got into trouble. You know who you are. Now that I reflected on things, I guess we were just growing up and finding our own paths. Thanks for reminiscing with us. We hope our words bring back memories of the good times we had here at Mountain View.
We know that future generations will be formed in a similar way with guidance from our Mountain View family.
Right into the microphone, okay.
Hello everyone, my name is Bailey Zandello, and my speech partner is Brandon Argandona. Brandon is homesick, so I'll represent his comments today.
In the microphone, talk in the microphone.
Oh, all right, gotcha. We both have been here at Mountain View since kindergarten, but our focus today is our experiences in 3rd through 5th grades. But first, we just want to thank our families and teachers for supporting us since we were little kids. Without them, we wouldn't be the people we are today. 3rd grade was a really important year for us. That was the first year we took the AZ merit test, so we had to work extra hard. We also first learned about multiplication and division and tried to write a paragraph. But we played as hard as we learned. There were a lot of fun times, like a field day that had the crazy tug of war thing, and the battles on the playground were epic. One of our fondest memories of third grade was when we went to the zoo, and it was really fun to be with our friends. Many of us have been there before, so we experienced it together for the first time. Brandon even wished he could be as tall as a giraffe, but that never happened, of course. Fourth grade was a really fun year for us. We got to use the basketball courts for the first time, which was really awesome because we were like the big kids. Every kid had Pokemon cards. We used to battle at recess, wasting our time on the big courts. Some of us got our Pokemons ripped by Miss Nas and Miss Wade, but I never understood why. Later in the year, we did go to the science fair, which was pretty awesome. We got to see a lot of cool things, like a weather simulation thing and other science experiments. Now that I look back, fourth grade was a pretty cool year. Fifth grade was a really hectic year. We were placed in cohorts, which most of us didn't like, but since we went to more classes than fourth grade, we got to meet a lot more people, became friends with them. But the weirdest thing was when Red for Ed happened. We got to stay at home for a few days, which was pretty weird and hard to understand. But what kid rejects a few days from school? Eventually, I came to understand what it all meant and felt happy my teachers made a stand. Me and Brandon were both part of NEHS, which stands for National Elementary Honor Society. We did lots of fun activities in the NEHS, like collecting recycling every week. Recycling was calming for both of us because we got to walk around to different classes and pick up their recycling bins, doing our part to save the environment while helping our school. And we also got to support our school festivals, which I really missed during our COVID absence. Looking back on our elementary years at Mountain View, we remember them as the most joyful years of our youth. Third to fifth grades were full of great memories and learning experiences. Our minds expanded as we learned something new every day, and we made a lot of new friends over the years. Thanks to all the teachers at Mountain View for making this a positive learning environment and preparing us for what comes next. We both look forward to the next chapter in our lives at Sunny Slope High School.
Very good job. Excellent.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Jasmine Cervantes.
And my name is Destiny Rivera. Thank you for joining us at Mountain View 8th grade promotion ceremony. Today's event marks our 8th grade students transitioning from middle school to high school.
We had a wonderful time at the school, and I've made many lifelong memories and friendships.
While several students found this year challenging, the majority of us persevered and achieved a great deal. We've had to adapt to a lot of changes and improvements over the last 3 years. I've only been here since 6th grade, and I remember being anxious about the new atmosphere and students when I first arrived. It was frightening for me, but my classmates and everyone in the room gave a warm welcome. After arriving in my new class, I was able to settle in and make friends almost immediately.
I felt bizarre on the first day of middle school. Every single teacher was charming. Ms. Willis, our 6th grade math teacher, told us that we needed to start thinking about high school. I didn't think much about it at the time, but now that we're about to start high school, it all seems surreal. It seems like we were only in 6th grade yesterday, but now that we're older, I'm beginning to see how quickly we've grown up.
We went on 2 field trips during our 6th grade year. One was held at the Desert Outdoor Center, and the other was held at the Arizona Museum of Natural History. We stayed the night at the Desert Outdoor Center and participated in a variety of activities. We went around the center looking at plants as one of our activities. We learned what kind of plants they were, what they could be used for, and how to care for them. There was a plant that we learned about that could be used for tea. They let us try it, but it didn't taste very pleasant. For many of us, it was super bitter. But I remember we did another activity where we painted rocks and learned about the history of the area.
Painting the rocks was fun and soothing, but we ended up splattering the paint all over the place, making a huge mess. Before bed, we went on a late night hike around Lake Pleasant and then returned to enjoy some s'mores around a campfire. All of the girls took a lot of Polaroids during the campfire, and later we didn't get to bed until about 1 a.m. despite the fact that we were supposed to be asleep by 10. It had been an incredible night full of unforgettable memories.
Not long after, we were in 7th grade. In the new school year, we had Mr. Kittle as our homeroom teacher. He had the reputation of being a rigorous teacher, but he ended up being kind and sort of a softie. Mr. Kittle's class eventually became my favorite. He made math easy to understand and enjoyable. According to some of the stories we heard, he was a stern teacher. He didn't seem to match any of the stories we heard. That class ended up becoming something I loved and looked forward to each day.
Miss Nutt seemed very sweet from the first moment we met her. She always had a very cheerful attitude and had a perky personality. She was such an excellent teacher to us. She always made jokes and laughed along with us. She was always able to relate to us and made it easier to establish a bond with her.
Miss Biederman, our science teacher then and again this year, has been fantastic. She's always been caring about our well-being and state of mind. She would always play the lava song during my class period. That song would be stuck in my head for the whole day after she played it.
Even though those teachers had ways to make class fun, it didn't stop school from sometimes being very exhausting and feeling repetitive. Some days felt like I was stuck in a time loop and doing the same thing I had done the day before. I was always worn out or drained from school. Maybe everyone was tired and ready for a break. I know I was. Within a month, there were so many changes that had happened.
Many of us thought about hearing COVID and schools closing down was a dream come true. We were on spring break and we all thought it would be only a few more weeks, like an extended vacation. But that was not the case, and school became something we could do in our pajamas at home on a computer screen. There had been so many adjustments in less than a month. We had to put a mask, use hand sanitizer, wash our hands regularly, and keep our distance socially. For a long time, we weren't able to see our friends. In a way, we got cheated out of a year. For some of us, the transition from in-person to online was a challenge. Since we had to get used to not seeing anybody, it was difficult to adapt to learning from home. At first, the work environment was unfamiliar and weird to work in. School soon became more fun and the workload was light. I missed seeing everyone in person, but I was able to enjoy as much as I could online. It didn't feel long before 7th grade was over.
As 8th grade approached, online school became easier to access and comprehend. The first few days were a little rough, but as time went by, it became clearer and easier to understand. Because of the lack of socialization, not being able to see someone was frustrating, and many partnerships were lost. And though some friendships fell apart as a result of the pandemic, others persevered. We began hybrid later in November. We were ecstatic to see our friends again after being unable to see them for many months. Returning to school was unusual since we had to wear masks all day. We had to maintain a constant level of social distance and sanitization during the day. School did not resemble what it used to be, and we lost out on a lot of opportunities.
One of the things we missed out during our 8th grade year were the field trips, our chance to make memories and celebrate years at Mountain View. The end of the year field trips for students would have been to a water park or castles and coasters, which is sort of ironic considering the wild ride we endured this past 15 months. Over the course of the past 3 years, it has been a roller coaster. We've had our shares of ups and downs, but we've made it to the finish line.
We're about to embark on a new chapter in our lives. It will soon be the start of our high school experience, and we are grateful that Mountain View has gotten us to this point. I think we are ready. I'd like to thank all the teachers that have taught us throughout our time here and wish everyone the best of luck with their next steps in life.
And slow down a little bit so we can understand you guys, okay?
Hello everyone, we are pleased to close this section of the program with some comments about our future. My name is Samantha Gonzalez.
And my name is Jahaziel Estes. First of all, we want to say congratulations to our fellow 8th graders that are promoting today.
I would also like to thank our wonderful teachers and parents for helping us be successful in school and always being there for us. We appreciate it very much.
Even though most of 8th grade has been a mixture of online classes, hybrid classes, and separation from our peers, we have tried our best to make it a great year. We have been through a lot because of COVID, but we have made the most of it.
Many of us will be fortunate enough to go to Sunny Slope High School, one of the best public high schools in the United States. This is a chance for us to grow and develop as young women and men, to really discover what kind of people we want to become. I heard that Sunny Slope is going to have many new opportunities for us, and it's important that we get out of our comfort zones and try new things. It will finally be time to pursue new interests and make friends with people who I've never seen before. We can join a variety of clubs and sports that pique our interest. Things as diverse as chess club, calculus club, drama, basketball, and volleyball, and so many more exciting things. If you play a sport, you may have a chance to get a scholarship, provided your grades equal your athletic success. Whatever activity you choose, you will definitely make some great memories. I know many of us live in a very comfortable and safe bubble, but it's time to expand our world and try new things. Sunny Slope will present surprising opportunities for you. It's up to you to seize the moment and grow. After high school, people will spend some time with their families and friends. They will get a job and enjoy their lives, doing amazing things. Some will try to get into college and attempt to accomplish their dreams. For me, my dream is to become a veteran. I'll be honest, I will have to work much harder than I usually do for my dream to become true, but I'm up for the challenge. The point is to recognize the hard work usually pays off, which is a personal choice. Nothing will be given to you. We are all at this point in our lives where our choices and efforts matter. I know what I want for my life. What will you choose?
As for me, I plan to make the best out of my future. When I get to high school, I plan to study hard, get good grades, and make my family proud. In my sophomore and/or junior years, I plan to study abroad in somewhere like France or Germany and have incredible experiences there. After my high school years, I want to go to university. My mom has been an amazing influence in my life, and I want to follow in her footsteps going into finance after college. All of this to say, you can do so much in your high school years and beyond, and you can do anything that you set your mind to. I work 2 jobs, manage straight A's, and help pay some of my own bills. Not saying this to brag, but to encourage you all to try your hardest because I know you can do it too. As we get older, things around us are constantly changing, with more problems and conflicts happening in the world. For example, things like inequality, discrimination, police brutality, global warming, and pollution are just some of the problems that have been going on for a long time but have recently gained exposure in mainstream and social media. The pandemic has really shown us who the vulnerable population really is. As maturing young people, we have more and more responsibilities. You might have been told before by your parents or close family and friends, you guys have to do better than our generation did, or you guys have to make a change. And although it might not be fair to have such a weight on our shoulders, we are the future. Our generation has a unique opportunity and responsibility to fix what our elders and parents could not. We are the ones that have to make a change, not our parents or our grandparents, us. Whether it be by fighting for people of color who face many injustices and inequality, helping the earth by planting trees, reducing your carbon footprint, or fighting for people of color and peaceful protesting. I participated in my first protest at 4 years old, and it was amazing seeing the community and people who believe in what is right and fight for it as well. I also think it's very important for us as young adults to educate ourselves and not be blind to the injustices we see on a daily basis. As individuals, we must each find a way to have our voices heard. We can make a change and improve these problems that are going on today. To conclude, after 8th grade, we will have so many responsibilities, but also many opportunities. We can make a difference in our worlds because it's up to us to take the lead. We are the future, and the future is limitless. Just put it on. Let's just
Are you reading all the names? Yeah. Because it's like 15 minutes already. Yeah. Go quickly. Really quickly.
Like they said in the speech, I lava you guys. I am so proud of you guys. It makes me really sad to think about not seeing your smiling faces every day, but I'm so excited for all of you and all that you will accomplish in high school. We truly believe that every single one of you can be successful in high school and beyond. I would now like to recognize and acknowledge the students who have received an achievement medal in an extracurricular activity or specific subject area. Please remain standing, hold your applause, and then we'll all clap together for these people. For boys basketball, we have Ryan Warner, Michael Vasquez, Giovanni Arcega. You can stand. So just stay standing this whole time. For girls basketball, we have Janaya Perkins, Gianna Begay, Natalie Torres, Anaí Arredondo, Alec L. Chol, Giselda Chidas, Alec Chol, Brenda Flores, Yahaira Morales. Girls volleyball champions, Jahaziel Estes, Brenda Flores, Alessandra Escarcega, Gianna Begay. Again. Boys soccer, we have Carlos Felix, Michael Vasquez, Gabriel Montalvo, and Kevin Zuraga. Cross country, we have Nabahi La Mesa and Matthew Schaefer. Palm and cheer, we have Alec L. Chol, Melanie Villegas, Alessandra Escarcega, and Erica Ochoa. For art, we have Tamira Garcia, Destiny Rivera, Marcelo Luque Garcia, and Carlos Felix Guerrero. For music, we have Alessandra Escarcega, Anaí Hernandez Torres, Erica Ochoa, Jose Valenzuela, Samuel Hernandez, Juan Escoto, Chris Gutierrez, Fernie Roman Sanchez, Daisy Vasquez, Ishmael Garcia, Marjorie Riviera, Zion Waltz, Samantha Gonzalez, Uriel Santiago, Alexander Nava, Alec Lastacia Chol, Jason Manzanares, Rocio Santiago, Mariana Hernandez, Yaslin Mendez, Abraham Santizo, Isaiah Bonilla, and Michelle Cadena. And lastly, we have band, Luis Loya, Jasmine Cervantes, Aldo Garcia, Beyonce Vasquez, Miguel Garcia, Miguel Santa Cruz, Kevin Urias, Tanya Orozco, Bianca Contreras, and Kevin Zuraga. Let's applaud for these people. You guys may be seated. We are so proud of you guys. We would also like to acknowledge the academic excellence and merit awards that we gave out this morning, so please stand when I call your name. For math, we have Ashton Morales and Uriel Santiago. For reading, we have Tamira Garcia and Emily Medina Quezada. You guys can stand. For writing, we have Belly Zandello for academic excellence and Patrona De Leon for merit scholar or merit award. For social studies, we have Jahaziel Estes for academic excellence and Daniel Espinoza for merit. In science, we have Gianna Begay for academic excellence and Alec Lastacia Chol for merit. In special education, we have Xavier Newton for academic excellence and Andy Lopez Carrillo for merit award. Congratulations, guys. We're so proud of you. Thank you.
All right, at this point, we're going to begin awarding the certificates. And as we practiced yesterday in respect to all of our students, please hold your applause until after we have read all of the names. First row, please come forward.
Not present today, Arlie Aboite, Anthony Andres, Giovanni Abarca, Anaí Arredondo Baltasar, Uriel Altondo Ortiz, Jay Estes, Kevin Flores, Ismael Garcia Quinteros, Fernanda Gomez Medina. Abel Guzman. Daisy Hernandez Corrales.
So pretty. Good job.
Luis Jimenez Loya.
Good job, buddy. Looking sharp.
Samira Johnson. Not present today, Daniel Kelly. Marcelo Luque.
Good job, buddy.
Alondra Maciel. Johnny Ruelas. Kevin Maya. Joshua Mayora. Anthony Nova. Not present, Andy Ordonez. Tanya Orozco.
Good job, girl.
Juan Carlos Pacheco.
Good job, buddy.
Michelle Perez Cadena. Not present. Alexander Ramirez.
Good job, buddy.
Daisy Ramirez.
Pretty girl.
Jaden Rosemont.
Jaden, I'm taller than you today. Good job, buddy.
Miguel Santa Cruz Ontiveros.
Good job, buddy.
Rocio Santiago. Jose Valenzuela. Melanie Villegas. Aubrey Wilson. Mariah Sagata.
Great job. Is that high enough for you?
Not present today, Isaiah Bonilla, Alec Cho, Alec Leticia Cho, Bianca Contreras Munoz, DeMarcus Edison, Juan Escoto Aldalco, Daniel Espinosa. Not present today, Brenda Flores. Not present today, Aldo Garcia Hernandez, Tamira Garcia Rangel, Chris Gutierrez Cervantes, Yareli Guzman, Adriana Hernandez,
Beautiful. Good job.
Mariana Hernandez Gonzalez, Reagan Kirkland, Christian Lopez Barragan, Beyonce Lopez Vasquez. Not present today, Jason Manzaneres Iglesias, Yahaira Morales Cruz. Not present today, Miguel Morales Garcia, Alexander Nava Arroyo, Erica Ochoa Miranda, Valentino Palomo.
Good job, girl.
Not
Good job.
present
Great.
today, Valentin Romo Monje, Mohammed Xavier.
Good job, Mohammed.
Not present today, Uriel Santiago Sanchez, Abraham Santizo Ramirez,
Good job, buddy.
Matthew Shaker, Rosemary Dogon, Diana Uranga, and Sergio Vasquez Robledo.
Good job, Sergio. All right. Caesar Avila de Leon. Anastasia Brown. Carlos Cardenas Ruiz. Jasmine Cervantes Ruiz. Gracia de la Toba. Patrona de Leon.
Good job.
Edgar Dominguez. Alessandra
Good job, buddy.
Esparcida.
Good job.
Carlos Felix.
Good job, Carlos.
Caleb Fields. Samuel Hernandez.
You did it.
Crystal
Good
Lopez.
job, buddy.
Andy Lopez.
Good job.
Jonathan Lopez. Christian Lopez Velasco. Jonathan Luciero Hidalgo. Yoselin Lopez. Xavier Newton. Noah Nugent.
Good job, buddy.
Destiny Rivera.
Good job.
Fernie Roman.
Good job, Destiny.
Adrian Santiago. Natalie Torres. Kevin Urias.
Good.
Alec Vargas.
Good job.
Daisy Vasquez.
Alec, good job.
Marcos Villa.
Who's that?
Someone slow down, because the kids weren't ready.
Good job. Oh, I love the shoes. Good job, buddy.
Zion Waltz. Isaiah Ward.
Good job.
Ryan Warner.
Good job.
And Kevin Zaraga.
You guys look so nice. Good job, Shorty. Good job. Crank it up for Miss Biederman.
All right, we have Jelena Alcantar. Not present today, Enrique Armenta. Not present today, Angela Serna Santana. Giselda Chaidez. Jocelyn Chica Carillas. Carmen Cruz Medina.
Good job, girl.
Not present today, Amber Diaz Ramos. Christian Figueroa Velasquez.
Good job.
Adrian Garcia. Benji Garcia.
Slow down, slow down, slow down.
Herman Garcia.
Good job, buddy.
Samantha Gonzalez. Dominique Hernandez. Ian Jackson.
Good job, you guys.
Not present today, Emilio Lariano. Ayana Lopez. Jesus Lopez. Magdalena Marchan Fuentes. Maritza Marquez. Gabriel Montalvo. Gilbert Montez. Ashlyn Morales. Not present today, Talon Poor Thunder. Emily Quezada. Jair Ramos. Karen Rodriguez. Not present today, Mohammed Saber. Enrique Soki. And Belly Zendello.
Good job, buddy. Good job, Belly.
Next up is Michelle Barak Ruiz, Gianna Begay,
Great job. Congrats.
Jax,
Congratulations.
Finest Bismana,
Good job.
Jesus Coronado Medina,
Good job. Nice job.
Karen Fernandez Vasquez,
Great job. Congrats.
Marianne Franco, Annie Hernandez Torres, Heidi Lozano, Jesse Luna,
Hold on.
Hiram Marquez Gerardo,
Good job, buddy. Hey, bud.
Zanaya Perkins,
Congrats.
Yatseret Ramirez Santiago, Aaron Rodriguez Rodriguez, Timothy Sotelo, Michael Vasquez.
Nice job, you guys.
All right, you guys, let's give yourselves and all of us who are celebrating them, let's give you a round of applause. So we're almost to the end, but I want to one more time thank our parents, family, and any friends that are watching right now. You've provided your support and commitment in developing your son or daughter into who they are today. And without your support, they may not have achieved the success as accomplished today. Teachers, we thank you for all of your work to provide opportunities to ignite the power to succeed in our students and not forget the importance of caring about each and every student there. Thank you all, and students, congratulations to your accomplishments and your commitment to achieve and always do the best that you can. Congratulations, graduating class of 2025.